The year is 1945. The world watches in awe and fear as a new era dawns, the nuclear age. The atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki while ending World War II unleashed a force of unprecedented destructive power, the likes of which the world had never seen before. This event marked a turning point in human history, a moment when humanity realized the full extent of its technological prowess and the potential for catastrophic consequences. We had entered an age where our capacity for self-destruction now rivaled our greatest technological achievements, a paradox that would shape global politics for decades to come. With this newfound power came a chilling realization, a sobering awareness of the potential for unparalleled devastation. Nuclear weapons were not just bigger bombs, they represented an existential threat to humanity, a threat that could potentially end civilization as we know it. Their destructive potential dwarfed anything previously imagined, casting a long shadow over the future of human existence. A single detonation could obliterate entire cities, leaving behind radioactive fallout with long-lasting consequences affecting generations to come. The development of nuclear weapons introduced a new and terrifying element to international relations, fundamentally altering the dynamics of global power. The concept of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, arose, a chilling doctrine where peace was maintained through the fear of total annihilation, a delicate balance of terror. This precarious balance, however, rested on the assumption of rationality, the belief that no leader would willingly initiate a nuclear conflict. It depended on the hope that no nation would dare to cross the line, knowing the inevitable and devastating consequences that would follow. Yet, history has taught us that human error, miscalculation, and unforeseen circumstances can and do occur, often with dire results. As long as nuclear weapons exist, the possibility of accidental detonation, misinterpretation, or unauthorized use remains an ever-present threat, a constant source of anxiety. The following sections will delve into some of the most harrowing near misses in the history of the nuclear age, reminding us of the fragile line between peace and catastrophe and the ever-present danger that looms over us. These incidents serve as stark warnings, highlighting the critical importance of nuclear disarmament and the pursuit of a world free from these weapons of unimaginable destruction, a goal that remains as urgent today as ever. The year 1962 saw the world teetering on the brink of nuclear war, a period marked by intense fear and uncertainty. The Cuban Missile Crisis, a 13-day standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union, remains one of the most dangerous confrontations in human history, a moment when the fate of the world hung in the balance. The crisis was sparked by the discovery of Soviet nuclear-armed missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida, a discovery that changed the course of history. This discovery sent shockwaves through the American government and public alike, igniting a sense of urgency and fear. The presence of Soviet missiles so close to the U.S. mainland was deemed unacceptable, a direct challenge to American sovereignty. It was a direct threat to national security, capable of striking major American cities with little to no warning, a scenario that was unthinkable. President John F. Kennedy faced an unprecedented dilemma, one with potentially catastrophic consequences, a decision that could lead to the end of civilization as we knew it. A military strike against Cuba was considered, but it carried the enormous risk of escalating into a full-blown nuclear war, a war that could devastate the planet. For 13 agonizing days, the world held its breath as the two superpowers engaged in a tense standoff, each side wary of making the wrong move. Diplomatic channels operated around the clock, each message carrying the weight of potential annihilation, every word scrutinized for hidden meanings. The world watched, listened, and prayed for a peaceful resolution, hoping that reason would prevail over aggression. Finally, after days of intense negotiations, a breakthrough was achieved, a moment of relief for the entire world. The Soviet Union agreed to remove the missiles from Cuba, and in return, the United States pledged not to invade the island nation, a compromise that averted disaster. The Cuban Missile Crisis, though ultimately resolved peacefully, exposed the terrifying fragility of peace in the nuclear age, a peace that could be shattered in an instant. It underscored the importance of clear communication, diplomatic channels, and cool-headed leadership in averting catastrophe, lessons that are still relevant today. The lessons learned from this near miss continue to resonate today, serving as a stark reminder of the stakes involved in a world armed with nuclear weapons, a world where the balance of peace is delicate and must be carefully maintained. The term broken arrow sends shivers down the spines of those familiar with its chilling implications. In military parlance, it signifies an incident involving a nuclear weapon, one that does not lead to nuclear war but carries the potential for catastrophic consequences. These incidents encompass a range of scenarios, from accidental detonations and near launches to the loss or theft of nuclear weapons. The United States Department of Defense maintains a veil of secrecy surrounding broken arrow incidents. The exact number of such occurrences remains classified, fueling speculation and concern. However, declassified information and independent investigations have revealed that these near misses are more common than the public might realize. The secrecy surrounding broken arrows stems from a desire to prevent panic and maintain public confidence in nuclear security protocols. However, this lack of transparency also raises concerns about accountability and the lessons learned from these incidents. Understanding the causes and consequences of broken arrows is crucial for improving safety measures and reducing the risk of future accidents. The fact that broken arrows occur at all is a sobering reminder of the inherent dangers of nuclear weapons. These incidents highlight the fallibility of human systems, the potential for technical malfunctions, and the ever-present risks associated with handling and transporting these deadly devices. As long as nuclear weapons exist, the possibility of a broken arrow incident, with its potentially devastating consequences, will continue to cast a long shadow over humanity's future. Section 4. The Palomares Incident, when the sky rained plutonium. January 17, 1966, dawned like any other day in the small Spanish fishing village of Palomares. The fishermen prepared their boats, and the villagers went about their daily routines, unaware of the impending disaster. However, this tranquility was shattered by an event that would forever etch the name of this coastal town into the annals of nuclear history. The sky above Palomares was about to witness a catastrophe of unprecedented scale. A B-52G bomber carrying 4 hydrogen bombs collided with a KC-135 refueling tanker during a routine airborne refueling mission over the Mediterranean Sea. This routine operation turned into a nightmare in mere seconds. The mid-air collision sent both aircraft spiraling towards the Earth, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. While the crew of the KC-135 perished in the crash, 7 of the 11 crew members aboard the B-52G managed to parachute to safety. Their survival was a small miracle amidst the chaos. The bombs, however, did not fare as well. Their descent was uncontrolled and perilous. The conventional explosives in 2 of the bombs detonated upon impact near Palomares, scattering radioactive plutonium over a wide area. The once peaceful village was now a contaminated zone. The Palomares incident sent shockwaves through the world, highlighting the dangers of nuclear weapons even in non-warfare scenarios. The global community watched in horror as the events unfolded. The United States government, in an attempt to downplay the severity of the incident, initially claimed that no radioactive material had been released. This statement was met with skepticism. However, evidence quickly emerged, contradicting these assurances and fueling public outrage and fear. The truth could not be hidden for long. The cleanup operation at Palomares was massive and complex, involving numerous agencies and extensive resources. Over 1,600 tons of contaminated soil and vegetation were removed and shipped to the United States for disposal. The scale of the operation was unprecedented. The incident had a profound impact on the local population, contaminating their land, disrupting their livelihoods, and raising long-term health concerns. The villagers' lives were changed forever. The Palomares incident serves as a stark reminder of the far-reaching consequences of nuclear accidents and the importance of transparency and accountability in their aftermath. It remains a significant chapter in the history of nuclear safety. Section 5. The Titan II missile explosion, a narrow escape from catastrophe. The date: September 18, 1980. The location: a Titan II missile silo near Damascus, Arkansas. What began as a routine maintenance procedure quickly escalated into a near-catastrophic event, reminding the world of the ever-present dangers lurking beneath the surface of nuclear deterrence. A dropped socket, a seemingly innocuous incident, set off a chain reaction that nearly resulted in the detonation of a 9-megaton nuclear warhead. The dropped socket fell, striking the missile and causing a leak of highly volatile rocket fuel. The ensuing explosion ripped through the silo, ejecting the 9-megaton W-53 warhead hundreds of feet away. The blast was felt for miles around, injuring nearby residents and scattering debris over a wide area. For a heart-stopping moment, the world held its breath, fearing the worst. Fortunately, the warhead's safety mechanisms functioned as designed, preventing a full-scale nuclear detonation. However, the incident released a significant amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere, contaminating the surrounding area and raising concerns about long-term health effects. The Titan II missile explosion served as a chilling reminder of the inherent dangers of storing nuclear weapons, even under seemingly secure conditions. It highlighted the potential for human error, the fallibility of technology, and the catastrophic consequences that can result from a single, seemingly insignificant event. The incident prompted a re-evaluation of safety procedures, training protocols, and the overall security of nuclear arsenals around the world.